It started in 2021. I started to have problems with my digestive system. I went to the doctor several times, but there was no diagnosis, nor was there any kind of real treatment. As the months went by, my problems got worse and worse until I found myself in January of 2022 in the hospital. I thought that with all the antibiotics and all of the treatment I received in the hospital that I would come home and I would feel amazing and I would bounce right back. But that wouldn't be the case. For the next 2 years, my symptoms worsened to the point that many times I couldn't go out. The difficult part now is that I have a lot of abdominal swelling. I have the dreaded belly bulge. And so for the last several months, I've been dressing around the belly bulge and hoping that it will start to heal and that it will start to go away. But in the meantime, I have a few tips that I hope will help you, some things that have worked for me, and so let's get into it. The first thing that I wanted to talk about is shapers. There are two types of tummy bulges. One relates to a swelling of the abdominal area, and the other is when we have a little excess weight there. And so I found that with the kind of problem that I have, it is a swelling that occurs while I'm digesting food. And so it can swell up quite a lot depending on what I've eaten. And so whether or not I wear a shaper really doesn't make a lot of difference. However, I do have a little bit of excess weight there. And so if I'm not in a state where I'm having the swelling, I do definitely turn to shapers. And so they can help, and I think that having a few shapers, trying a few shapers if you have a belly bulge is a good thing. And I have been wearing the Spanx shapers most of the time. I do have a long line Wakel shaper that I love too, depending on the outfit that I wear. I also look for clothing that has shaper built into it, so I've been enjoying a lot of the clothing from Spanx. When it comes to choosing clothing for covering a belly bulge, one of the best things that I have found is this button-down shirt. This is from Brooks Brothers, and it has a little bit of structure to it. It nips in a little bit as it goes down. I absolutely love this shirt. And I found that because it fits properly in the shoulders, because it kind of has a bit of a curve at the waistband and comes down, and the length of the tails of the shirt, it is super flattering, super elongating, and it looks amazing with a pair of bootleg or flare jeans. Add a pointed-toed shoe, and you have a very smooth and elongated look that covers the belly. The next type of shirt that I keep my eye out for is the peplum. Peplum shirts flare out just at the waistline. They kind of go out a little bit, and if they're the right length, they cover the little belly bulge perfectly, and then kind of come down just to the right point so that they're not accentuating the hip too much. And I found that they have been a great boon to covering my belly bulge. The third type of shirt that I look for is a longer asymmetrical shirt, or kind of a long tunic-like shirt. I like to wear structured shirts that are made out of cotton or kind of a thicker fabric because they hold the shape better and they don't tend to drape and show the belly and my belly bulge. Another thing that I love to do is add a jacket to my outfit. So I will often wear a blazer or a utility style jacket. They're a great way to sort of draw attention away from the tummy area. And I will often wear a utility jacket tied in the back, and it kind of creates a faux hourglass kind of look, as well as when I tie it at the waist and wear it the way that it's made to be worn. Either way, they are a great way to give yourself an hourglass shape and cover belly bulge. When it comes to wearing trousers and pants, If I'm going to wear my shirt out, I will always pull for a pair of pants that are smooth at the top. I don't want belt loops or zippers or pockets to come in conflict with the line of the shirt. And when I'm looking at shirts, I'm always looking at structure. It has been very tempting to choose things made out of jersey and soft fabrics and drapey fabrics because I can tell you that it is so much more comfortable. But when you want to give yourself the long, lean kind of look, having a blouse or a shirt with a thicker structure definitely works a lot better. It makes the lines of the clothing much more clear, and it kind of gives that more elegant, finished kind of look to your outfit. The type of formula that works best to cover belly bulge is the column dressing style dress. So you'd wear one color head to toe and then add an interesting jacket or some sort of an interesting kimono or something over top. And that kind of creates this long, lean columnar look. Another thing to consider is the shoes that you wear. Adding a pointed-toed shoe, adding a little bit of a heel, elongating the leg really goes a long way to creating that long line look. And when people see those kinds of lines, they're less likely to notice that there is a little belly bulge there. Another thing that I like to do is draw attention to my face. And today I'm wearing a chunky necklace because I want to create the optical illusion of looking upwards instead of looking down where maybe my belt is or maybe in other areas of the outfit. So I like to have a look where you will be looking upward as opposed to looking to the waist or looking at lower parts of my body. Here are a few of the items that I am not wearing currently with my tummy bulge. The first is anything that is bodycon. I think that for me, having something that sort of rounds my belly bulge, it draws more attention to it. And that's not the look that I personally am going for. Now I know some people like it and that's something that they would wear, but that is not something that I'm wearing right now. Another thing that I am avoiding are fabrics that are too thin. Thin jersey fabrics tend to draw more attention to belly bulge than a more structured fabric like a cotton or something like that. Another thing that I am really careful about is the pants I wear. If the pants are too high-waisted, that can create more attention to the belly bulge. If there's pleating, sometimes the pleating will pull and that draws attention to the belly bulge. Shirts tucked in and a belt, that look I absolutely love, but it is not a look that I can wear right now. I'm working on it, I'm working toward that goal, but for the time being, wearing anything that has a shirt tucked in with a belt is a no-go for me. I avoid any kind of cropped tops or tops that are jackets that are too short that draw attention to the lower tummy area. They look absolutely fabulous when I'm slimmer, but at this time I'm stepping away from those kinds of outfits. I hope that these suggestions have helped, and I hope that if you're going through any kind of thing like this, that you'll find clothing that you really love and that really works for you. And hopefully it's something that we'll be able to work through and come out the other side being happier and healthier.